Hey guys, and welcome back. Happy Sunday. All right, well, we have a lot to discuss today. And of course, I've already said in my other pre-records that we will be going live numerous times today, but that's okay because we missed a couple days with you guys. And I hope you had a great holiday weekend. I have a lot to share about mine. All right, before we jump in, guys, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Candiace Bassett, and how she's blasting Real Housewives producers for an inaccurate portrayal and claims she was made into a villain, as she also shades Mia Thornton. All right, well, we have all the details on that and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Candiace Bassett is not thrilled with how Bravo and production, well, how they're running the show, The Real Housewives of Potomac, and she's making her feelings known once again by taking to social media to, I guess, blast them out. She actually had a few choice words to say to the executives at Bravo. Candiace has been receiving hate due to her over-the-top verbal digs, and thank you to Reality Blurb for covering this, but her digs at other women. During the reunion, Karen Huger, Giselle Bryant, Ashley Darby, Robin Dixon, and Mia Thornton tried to explain to her that her words have consequences. Instead of hearing the words of advice, she, from what we saw, got a little annoyed. She got frustrated. But I do want to say this. I know that I'm not always in total support of what Candiace says on the show. However, she made some really great points. Does it make it right? You know, does a negative and a negative make a positive? Yes, but only in math. In real life, no, it absolutely doesn't. And, you know, when they're all telling her, your words have consequences, you have a sharp tongue. She's like, wait a minute. Just because I'm better at this game than you doesn't mean you get to come after me. Because Karen, you said that Giselle had a hot box. Giselle, you put hashtag tax reform on the back of your shirt. Ashley, you went in on other people, including Charisse. Like, she went around the room and just completely blasted them all out, making very valid points. And they said, no, we do fun shade. Okay, well, saying somebody has a hot box and then also making fun of their tax situations, it's not really a fun shade. It's pretty sharp at the tongue as well. But Candiace did take to her Twitter to write an injustice that she feels was done to her because the network painted her as a villain. In a scathing post, she wrote, "They call me angry, aggressive, vile, evil, vindictive. Well, if I held on to 100% of what was done to me by these people, and I hold on to a lot, probably about 45%, you think I would be the same? At peace, happy? I cannot keep all of that burden on my back." She also said, while she was continuing out to tweet, Candiace shared her true feelings about how Bravo wronged her by saying, "I'm a friend and I'm fair 24/7, 365. This show won't highlight that though, because it's more fun to make me a villain and use that reunion couch to tell me I deserve to get beat up for doing what we're all paid to do." But no one's ready for that conversation. She's obviously talking about when Monique Samuels grabbed her across the table. And Giselle did say on the reunion floor, had Mia have snatched you up, there's nothing I could have really said because you had it coming. And she started getting emotional. But one thing I have to call out here is when she was talking about Ashley Darby and how I'm so jealous because she's a mom, and gave us that fake cry and really put it on for us in the moment. It kind of, in a lot of fans' eyes, because I was reading tweets and social media, it feels like it devalues some of her argument only because if you're going to fake cry, then how many times when you were crying was it real? Because that fake cry, and we know that Candiace is an actress. If you haven't seen her show or her movie, Christmas Lottery, she's a damn good actress. She's a much better actress than she is a housewife. She looks like she can turn it on for the camera. I also don't want to devalue anything that she went through because I'm sure it's traumatizing to get yanked across the table on national television. And I'm sure that she did have a lot of emotions when it came to that. But now it leaves fans questioning, well, how much of those emotions were real and how much were they played up for the camera? Multiple Real Housewives of Potomac fans supported Candiace's claims, and one follower shared that the singer should embrace her villain role. Candiace replied with a confused emoji, writing, maybe, I'll think about it. then they'll really be crying and trying to get me fired. So she's saying if she embraces this villain role, they're all going to hate her. If she doesn't, then they're going to continue to paint her as a villain. She's in a lose-lose situation. We all know that with reality shows, whether it's the Housewives or any other show, we need a good villain. We need someone who everyone is going to go in on. And I wouldn't want it to be Candiace every season. I feel like it's good to rotate that role sometimes. But for Candiace this past season, she did receive a lot of backlash. However, Candiace is in full control over what she says and the things that come out of her mouth. And she is sharp at the tongue. But I don't know if that is a let's blame producers, let's blame Bravo, or if this is a let's blame Candiace. Because even though you sign a contract and you agree to come on camera and have these hash out moments where you fight it out and do whatever you got to do, it's still you who's performing in front of these cameras. It's still you who's tossing the salad. It's still you asking, what are you going to drag me? It's almost this behavior. I'm sure it's edited not in her favor, but it's the version that they're getting from her. She's the one who's behaving like this on camera. I would never be on a reality show only because it would take one moment for me to have somebody come at me so out of left field before I would probably just lose it and be like, oh, you want to do that? You want to play this game? Let's play this game. So I can see why she would be painted as a villain, but also Candiace has to take some responsibility for this as well. Now, Candiace supporters also pointed out that Mia Thornton was the culprit who started this season's drama, but she did reveal production conveniently leaves it all on the cutting room floor. She said that they leave it all out because it's better for the villain costume that she's supposed to be wearing. She also was in a Twitter feud, and it had a bunch of comments where she added, listen, do unto others as you want them to do unto you, okay? My knee-jerk reaction is always to defend people against pressure, especially when it feels unfair. I wasn't thinking about how shitty and trifling she had been to me. I just reacted. Candiace also asked users, what show would we have if they were loyal friends to me? LOL. And she shaded the hell out of Nicki Minaj, which I don't know if she's the one that you want to be shading, but Candiace did, and she went on a tirade with some snarky comments about Nicki, and she said that she was mom-shaming Ashley. Candiace signed off Twitter with a PSA regarding women on her cast who try their best to hide their plastic surgeries. And while we can't say for sure who she was referring to, it seems like she was shading Mia. She said one other thing, PSA, if you're going to have a lot of plastic surgery and lie about it, don't bring your family around because they're going to tell on you. Hashtag face card on lie, LOL. All right, guys, I want to know what you think about this. Do you think that Candiace is completely in the wrong, or do you think it's fair what she's saying and she was completely made out to look like a villain this past season, and that Bravo, the editors, production are running with this narrative because it's easier to make her the villain? I'm sure you guys have a lot of opinions on this. And don't forget, the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 4 is tonight with Nicki Minaj making her appearance, and I absolutely can't wait. This is going to be one hell of a shit show, so get ready for that. And we are going live today at 12 to talk about Selling Sunset, 2:30 for our Friendsgiving with Jason on his channel, Down with Jason, Kempire, and Femtero. And then we'll be back at 4:15 to talk about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I can't wait to see you guys there. I hope you guys have already commented below. And if you haven't, go ahead, smash that like button and hit that notification bell. I love you guys, and I'll see you so very soon. Bye.